The key to my happiness is like a little bit of sunshine, surfing, meditation, good food, good friends, and the ocean.
It's exciting to be creating and showing people other ways of living. You should live what you love and really explore, have no boundaries, just do it.
There is no one guidebook for anyone. Nothing applies to all, so that's the gift of life, is that we get to write our own book.
When I was a kid, if you told me I was gonna be a pro surfer, I would have been like, you're tripping. Like, I'll never be able to do that. Because society tells you everything's impossible. Because this seems like so far-fetched and far away from your reality. I never tried to make surfing happen. I just surfed. And it felt really good and it happened for me. And then I just kept going, you know? And like 10, 12 years later, it was still happening. And then I was like designing wetsuits and wanting to start my own business. So I did that, and I think like, as long as you're like following something that makes you happy and fills you up and engages your mind, your body, and your spirit in good, healthy ways, that's perfect. I was always surfing point breaks. And so I really wanted a longboard before the next summer. So I got one, I asked for one, I like begged for one for Christmas. And I got a longboard, and then I just started getting dropped off at Malibu the following summer. So that was my like awakening really into surfing, you know? It's like, okay, I had gone from like this weird foam board. Now I finally had my own longboard, which was a 9.2. And then I was around people that had like all logs and other alternative surfboards. So that's just what I kind of thought was normal. Just surfing and riding whatever I want and being like a goofball and having fun with my friends is when I'm like the happiest, because that's me being the most me ever. So I think with people, it's just like, I encourage everybody as much as possible to just like live 100% authentically to you and don't care what anybody else is doing. You know, everybody has something that they know in their intuition that they want to follow. And whatever your intuition leads you to doesn't mean it also has to be forever. And I think it's just really important to follow our instincts and intuition and follow our bliss, because it'll never steer us wrong. Since I started surfing, you know, there's been so many more women getting into it. Whether it be in shortboarding, riding alternative boards, riding longboards, whatever they're riding, there's so many amazing girls. Like, you pull up to Malibu in the summertime, and there's so many girls out there, young and older, just shredding. You go to like Sano some days, there's more women in the water than men some days. And it's like such an exciting and inspiring time. And I think like on a larger global scale, women are really stepping up. Men are really embracing that, it seems like, and like really being supportive of that. And I think that there's like an awesome thing happening right now where there's like a lot of support on all sides of things. I think like to any of the young girls out there, or even like the women getting into surfing at a later time in their life, it's just like, it's such like an empowering tool. And it's something that's so beautiful to like gain your own personal energy and strength, and also to push yourself and owning every aspect of yourself. And like really surfing kind of helps give you the tools to navigate that and navigate life in different ways. This girl that we met out in the water, Cindy, she's like the one local girl in this whole area. And I'm like, oh cool, it's starting here. but it's like the beginning, like the seed's planted and now it's just gonna sprout.
Mi nombre es Cindy Portillo, tengo 17 años y soy de Las Flores, El Salvador. Todo el tiempo observaba a mi hermano surfear y su novia, entonces cuando los observaba me daba muchas ganas de hacer lo mismo que ellos hacían, entonces comencé a entrar al agua cada tarde, cada tiempo que me quedaba, entonces, y mi hermano y su novia me ayudaron mucho, entonces comencé a surfear cada día más. Sí, todos los chicos como dicen, wow, dale, dale, todos a veces me dejan olas y entonces dale, te toca tu turno, entonces como soy la única chica, ellos como tratan la manera de estar siempre apoyándome, entonces me siento bien porque ellos tengo el apoyo de casi todos entonces en Las Flores. Hay veces que para muchas personas es un poco difícil ser una mujer porque una mujer en El Salvador trabaja y lucha cada día por su vida, entonces no es tan fácil también. Me gustaría que otras chicas también pudieran surfear junto conmigo, siendo muchas más locales para poner un poco más de respeto de chicas, entonces sería increíble. Mi sueño es ser una campeona de longboard y representar El Salvador y representar Las Flores todo el tiempo. El océano es algo sagrado, es algo que quieres tenerlo siempre y se siente tan lindo entrar cada tiempo. El océano significa mi vida.
One of the things I love about Lola is she's her own person in every which way. I met her when she was like 14 years old and she was just like, what? Nah, I'm 14. I just bought myself a one-way ticket. I'm just here cruising. And I was like, you're rad because you just do what you want and you're 14 and you're like not stuck in your head about this, that, and the other. There's like no kind of like fear. You're just like your own person.
Well, when I was little, all I wanted was to like hang with the boys and surf shortboard. Once I got on a longboard, it was just, for me, dancing outside of the water was my other passion. Haitian dance, and like now in Mexico, I love salsa and all types of movement with the body. And also like the inspiration from Kassia and Leah and having so many beautiful women surfing around from my age and from a little town, to see them was a lot of inspiration. And when I started going to California, I went by myself. And that's where I met Cass. I was like, oh my God, it's Cass, she's there. Oh. You know, from watching her from Mexico, there's no other longboarders. And she's like, came up to me and she's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You know? It's like, you're surfing really good. I'm like, it's like my second year or first year longboarding. I was like the most stoked kid. I think a couple days after, she's like, do you surf for anyone? And I'm like, no, like, just starting. She's like, you should surf for me. And I was like, give me your email. I'm like, oh, do I have an email? And it was like a dream come true. I think it's going great. The future for women surfing is just getting better and better, and contests and everyone are taking more notice of us women and treating us equally, which is amazing. I'm excited to see what's coming next. Taking risk, I think, is the best way to go. You just have to be conscious of what risk you will be taking and where you're going, and have a little bit of a plan, but not really. Go for it. Take risks. Of course you're going to doubt, I think everybody does. And I think that's life, and it's just, you have to wait it out. Feel your surroundings and look around and see what you have, and I think appreciate everything that's around you. I think love is very important. And the people that is around you, your friends, the ocean, this world. I think also being sustainable living and having your garden, and that makes you really happy to have your place and work with the earth and with your family and like communities, and build something of your own that you know is going to be there. Do what makes you happy. If you have something that doesn't make you happy, go ahead and do something different. there's so much to do. And if there's something that doesn't make you happy, it doesn't belong in your life. Leah, I think she is such an amazing human being. Like the way she moves and the way she speaks and the way she serves, it's so unique.
So I definitely still shortboard. I love my 5.6 and my 5.8, but they're different. They're not your competition style type shortboard. It's something that kind of lends to my, I guess, more single fin style. I think that boards have spirits and have feelings, and they respond to love as well. And all these boards that I have are really shaped with a lot of love and a lot of intention, and I feel that for sure when I'm riding them. When I'm on a wave, I do my best to take my mind out of it and let my heart control my body. Of course, there's technique that I am constantly working on and trying to improve. But my main goal every time I go out is just to open my heart, and my favorite thing is just to do this. Have my heart open and be in happy praise, you know, unconditional love. We're in a very powerful time in history. I've felt for a long time that the women's story has been a bit misguided by the men that have run the surf industry. And I feel like for myself, I have a duty to nurture our culture because I love it so much. And it's given me so much happiness and opportunity throughout my life that I feel like a mother. I want to be a mother of our surf culture because we need as many mothers as we can get. Not okay. Nature says, no more, please. Figure something else out. I want to see my grandkids being able to play in a clean ocean. Am I honestly scared of what the earth is going to look like in 50 years? Yeah. It's more than consumption. To me, it's addiction. We have to get better about what we do with our trash and the trash that we create. A plastic bag is not free. A plastic straw is not free, at least not for the earth. I think surfing makes us stewards of the earth and protectors of the earth. I'm just excited for surfers to really step into that role, and I am doing my best to learn every day how I can do that personally better and more effectively, but even more so, how can we bring each other together so that our voice just maximizes and goes out to the ends of the earth. With the Changing Tides Foundation, we brought down a few water filters to distribute to the local community here. Clean water is a major issue all over the world, but definitely in El Salvador as well. And you know, giving a water filter away is a very simple thing that we can do to make a large impact on someone that doesn't have access to clean water. Same way as talking to a woman in a local community and sharing your love and your heart with her, and maybe giving her a little piece of yourself that she can utilize to empower herself to keep pursuing her dreams. I think the most important thing we can do as humans is to be true to ourselves and to do what feels good. And a lot of times what feels good is not only good for us, but good for others. And let surfing be our medicine. Let it be our time of worship, thanking the sky and the stars and the sun that we're able to be here and play on Earth's energy. It's not a competition, ever. Even in competition, it's not a competition. It's about celebrating together. And if we are in competition, let it be that we are coming together to celebrate our love for surfing.